Who's wrong and who's wronger? In this corner, followed by millions, James the Exploding Unicorn Breakwell. And in that corner, ignored by millions, Steve Dash Rinko Levens.
Hello, everybody. I'm an old newspaper man. I think you can tell by looking at me. I've been walking the mean streets, walking the beat, if you will. I've been hard drinking and hard loving and hard boiled, frankly. I liked Ike. I remember Harry S. Truman. He was the one that dropped the big one. Everybody remember? And that was back in the days when being a writer actually meant something. Nowadays, damn near anyone can write a book and call themselves a writer, put out a newsletter and think they're entertaining. But we have guys like Steve Olivas, too, guys that really do bring the goods to the table. And today on Wrong and Wronger, you got both. You've got him, Steve Olivas, and you've got him, James the Exploding Unicorn Breakwell. And James, we are on the heels, hot on the heels, speaking of hot off the presses, hot off the heels of one of our biggest shows of all time. That argument about why I am the better one of the two of us.
It was amazing. We were in sync. The insults were flying. I've never been so close to crying in my life. And in the end, the people voted and they decided that, in fact, I am better than you. So I was so glad they came down on the side of the right person this time.
Wait.
Yeah. I won.
I thought you won. See, this is where it got a little muddy for me. What was the result exactly? Because now I'm questioning my own memory.
I think the result was that you won and that I was better.
Wow. You know what's weird? I literally remember it the opposite way. All right, because it was convoluted, and I know intern Carol did a nice job of coming up with a PowerPoint presentation and like a pie graph, a rubber chicken graph. I don't know what she
explained it all, and we just blew it. We just completely blew it.
Well, intern Carol also undergoing some surgery this week. So we wish her the best and a speedy recovery, and we will rely on the quick fingers and the nimble calculations of our other intern, who shall remain nameless from now and forever, thanks to Dr. Steve screwing that up a while ago. But we will still have the poll results as intern Carol is on the mend.
Yes. I hear she is having Wolverine claws installed. I'm kind of jealous. You will not want to mess with her after this. If we ever again slight her results and get them confused, she will stab us. So be very careful.
Hopefully she's jacked on Dilaudid right now and has no idea that we're talking like this. I thought you won, which meant I won. You think I won, which meant you won. And in the end, I suppose the only winners were the three people who tuned in.
Yes.
A 50% increase over the two that we usually have.
It was. People were psyched. If there's one thing they want to hear, it's us humiliating ourselves. And we did that. We just kamikazed right into each other. There were no prisoners that episode.
No, and it was fun. And I think the reason our numbers were so high was because people watched over and over again, which is not a bad thing for us.
They just wanted to feel better about their own lives by comparison. At least I'm not on a bad podcast getting torn apart by somebody equally as unimportant as me. That's all they wanted to think.
Well, if you're just joining us for the first time, you got to go back one episode if you really want to get a picture of what we're capable of, because it's so much more than what you're seeing this week.
It's one episode of Glory and 113 episodes of this. I'm sorry.
Well, in each episode, James and I argue about something that means nothing to nobody, but a whole bunch to the two and now three people who have been tuning in.
Yes.
And James, what are we going to argue?
Oh, we have a good one. I just got a piece of debris in my eye. I was so excited. That's why you got to watch the video of this when you see me almost blind myself. But this week we are going to argue which should you order at a restaurant before your entree comes. Should you order the soup or the salad?
Or mozzarella sticks.
Nope.
But yeah,
nope.
Okay,
We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it simple, Steve.
Soup and salad is a basic choice that people get, and I lean heavy in one direction. And do you lean heavy, or are you kind of 50-50 however your mood goes?
I lean heavy in whatever the Guam Quarter of Fate says I lean.
I'm just curious if you have an opinion coming. I'm not asking what your opinion is.
I actually am. I would say I'm 60-40 on this one.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I will bet most people are pretty binary on this one, that they're either one way or the other. That's curious to me. What does it depend on for you? Like the weather outside?
No, it depends on if I'm on a diet or not. That's what it comes down to. Am I cutting carbs and sugar? Because if I'm not cutting carbs and sugar, I'm going to do one thing, and if I am cutting them, I'm going to go very sadly the other direction. That's my binary choice.
Fair enough. All right. Hey, and by the way, happy anniversary to you.
Yes, made it 12 years with my wife. It's 11 years shorter than with you. We'll see if we catch up to that milestone.
No, 11, that means we've been together for 23 years.
Oh, I got it reversed. That's 11 years longer than with you. God, I hope we haven't been together for 23 years. That's my nightmare. Every day I wake up and I hope the podcast has been canceled. Then I remember we do this ourselves and we can't be canceled.
You know what's funny is you've forgotten an entire year of our history, James. We've been together more than 2 years now.
Oh, gosh, this gets more depressing every day.
And I wonder if there's any viewers or listeners who have been with us from day one, because they've got stomachs made of steel.
I can think of one, maybe two, who've been here the whole time, and that's about all we still have.
All right, well, maybe we made a new friend last week. We'll see. But we've got the quarter. What shall the sides represent for you?
Heads, I'm arguing soup. Tails, I'm arguing salad.
In that order.
Yes.
Heads is... Dadgummit. All
You have so much trouble with that coin.
Well, that one I thought I had. I nonchalanted. It's two hands when you're learning in the outfield. It is heads. So, James Breakwell, you have soup.
Well, thank goodness, because I have been gifted the argument of flavor. Because when you go there, let's be honest, unless you're on a diet, you're going to choose soup. You're going to choose something that's full of potatoes and pasta and cheese and carbs and calories and salt. So much salt just to get your appetite going, to kind of cleanse the palate and make you hungry for everything that comes after it. And nothing does that more than a warm, delicious bowl of soup. There's usually like 10 different varieties of it you can choose from. And unlike salad, where it's like sadness A or sadness B, like the soups are actually different. Like potato soup is different than vegetable soup, which is different than chicken and dumpling soup. They're all significantly different. But salad, it's like, do you want a pile of lettuce with this dressing or a pile of lettuce with that dressing? And they're going to fancy it up like Starbucks with all sorts of meaningless words before, but all it is a pile of salad. That's it. Full stop. Why would you go to a restaurant to get a pile of lettuce? You can get that at home. You just take a sad head of lettuce and you chop it up a couple times, you toss it on the plate, and you're done. You don't need to pay a premium to have a restaurant do that for you. But soup, how often do you make yourself customized soups? I mean, just nobody does that from scratch. It doesn't happen. So you're getting a unique experience at a restaurant, you're getting choice, and you're getting flavor. Why would you possibly choose salad over soup?
James, I don't know what you have against health, but this is one of the number of times you have argued against it. Salad is the low-carb option. You don't have to get the croutons on it. You can get a little cheese. I think that's paleo. Either way, it's low-carb, and it's delicious. Cheese and a little salad dressing, even like the low-fat salad dressings, are pretty good nowadays. But people tend to pick a dressing that they enjoy. Whether it's you go ranch, you go like a vinaigrette, you go with a French. Soup, man, there's so many different ways that soup can go horribly, horribly wrong. Like, go to one of these highbrow places and ask what the soup of the day is, and it's like, well, it's the chef's take on bean with bacon soup. And it's got goat cheese and artichoke hearts and kale in it. Like, that's not bean with bacon soup. That's the chef's take on something, and it's an abomination. Salad has consistency. Week in, week out, you go to the restaurants all over the country, you're going to get the basic iceberg lettuce. Sometimes you get a little Caesar salad once in a while just to mix things up. But you get the dressing, you get the carrots, you get the cheese. Everybody loves salad. Plus, it's got antioxidants, and it's roughage. It helps you digest. And James, you're going to get to an age where pooping becomes primary of your focus each day. What have you got against pooping, James? How dare you, sir?
Well,
And then last,
okay,
What? Go
no,
ahead.
keep going.
Well, the salad keeps you spry. It doesn't fill you up before the main event comes. Like if you're ordering a steak or something and you've got your ketchup all poised and ready to go over the top of it, just keep moving. But why do you want to fill up on soup? And you mentioned the potato soup, and it's probably got chunks of stuff that take all that real estate inside. And if you're not going to poop, you don't want to get filled up on that stuff. You want to fill up on the steak. So, James, salad, obviously the better choice.
Show me someone who says they enjoy salad, and I'll show you someone who's suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. Salad isn't something you get by choice. Salad is something you talk yourself into. You've been so browbeaten by society. You're too big, too fat, too whatever. Oh, I need to choose the salad. I need to deny myself this one simple pleasure of food in life. To get this, nobody ever orders a salad by choice, ever. They do it because they have, some doctor putting the metaphorical gun to their head saying, you have to eat this or else. But you know what? Those salads are a lot of times not very good for you. If you actually look at the calories of what's in them, once you pour your sugar-filled dressing over it, you'd be better off eating like 3 bowls of soup. It's kind of like eating a bowl of sugary cereal and saying it's health food. Like it's not. It's breakfast candy. And that's what this salad has become. It has no flavor, but then you dump a bottle of pure sugar over the top and you're just like, oh, it's healthy now. And it's not healthy. What a waste of 400 calories. And you have a delicious, delectable bowl of soup. You get some bacon in there that's crunched up for extra flavor, other various kinds of meat. You get the texture, you get the savory. That's what soup really does that salad will never do right, is the savory. And don't even get me started on croutons. Croutons are the burned, rejected pieces of bread from elsewhere in the restaurant. Like, just toss them in the salad. People who eat salad don't have taste buds anyway. What do they care? And you go and you eat them and you crunch them up and they kill you inside. But you're already you're already dead inside if you're eating salad anyway. So what's it matter? They might as well just toss garbage and empty tin cans and whatever else in there. You've clearly shown that you don't value flavor. Just eat whatever they put in front of you. So why not? There is nothing more disappointing than sitting there waiting for your steak and out they roll with this salad. A salad is not a appetizer. A salad is a stalling tactic. It's just there to make you, well, I guess the steak is way better than that. I guess it's better than eating, clipped grass from my yard. Okay, then. But if you were to actually want to lead into the steak with something you enjoy, followed by something you enjoy more, then you go with soup. That's what anyone who's not on a diet will choose. It's what anyone who's not in denial will choose. It's the American choice. And I'm sorry if you are so full of self-loathing that you pick the salad every time, but the rest of us happy people who accept ourselves for who we are going soup every time, all the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only halfway through the Serenity Prayer. What were you saying?
I know it takes you a while to think of comebacks because my arguments are so open and shut. We can go ahead and shut it down if you want to just admit defeat.
Absolutely. Boy, salad being a stall tactic, we'll call it the James Breakwell of the food world is what salad is going to be from here on, which means you should love it. And by the way, croutons are delectable.
What?
Croutons are the peak, are the main event of the salad.
No.
Like sometimes I'll push a couple to the side and save them for the last part because they got a little garlic on them. Sometimes they got a little crunch. Sometimes, and the best crouton. Sorry, I'm actually going to break a sweat on this one. Sometimes the croutons are kind of soft on the inside, like they're the garlic bread from last night that just gets that little bit. They put that through the broiler in the oven, and oh man, that thing makes the salad tick, baby. But James, all of what you're talking about, it's like you talk salad as eating death. I'm saying eating potatoes is like eating spackle.
What?
Why do you want to poop spackle? You want no blockage on the interstate highway system of your digestive tract. And salad keeps traffic flowing, baby. Salad is the only way to go. I don't care what age you are. You gotta love health, and salad is that.
Okay, so the amount of fiber you get from those tiny little before meal salads is not moving anything through your intestines, period, full stop. It's like 12 leaves of lettuce. Like, that is not going to be the tipping point for anything going on down there. Like if you want to move things around, get yourself some psyllium fiber or something else. Get some serious bulk in there. Even some potatoes will help you out. But the roughage, that tiny little bit, that's not doing a thing. Especially not if you're following it up with a big meaty steak. And as for the croutons, no wonder you can't taste them. Just like your well done steak covered in ketchup. I mean, that in fact is a good metaphor for what you're doing with the salad. You take something that could be okay on its own and you cook it till it's ruined, and you just toss it in ketchup, and ketchup is the only thing you eat. And you take this salad, you got this lettuce, which is kind of harmless on its own, but really not very exciting, pretty much flavorless. You dump the salad dressing on it, which again is the only thing you taste, and then you eat it. And then you pray that's somehow going to move things around. But I mean, let's be honest here. Your whatever's going on in your intestine tract is beyond redemption. I don't want to think about it anymore. But it doesn't surprise me that the only thing you think about when you're eating salad is poop, because let's face it tastes like crap, okay? That is, the mental association there is not an accident. But when I am eating soup, the furthest thing from my mind is poop, because it is delicious and I am young and full of life, and I don't need to worry about a bathroom trip 2 hours from now, because I am living in the moment with my soup, because it is good to be alive, Steve, and I wish you could experience that. I really do.
Live fast and die young. That is James Breakwell. And die like Elvis with a 40-pound colon when you end up going. So, all right, shake the dice and get us out of here. I had other things to say, but these fine people who are still listening, I don't know if there's any left, but they just want to draw this thing to a close. They're tired of Breakwell.
All right, well, if you want to vote for me and soup and delectableness, vote for 60.
You can't use my word. That's appropriation.
If you want to vote for Steve and his sad salad and giving up on life, vote for 82. Preferably while in the bathroom, in honor of him and his entire fiber-based argument. And if you want to vote to throw your vote away, vote for 87.
All right, 87. Okay, well, hey, if you want to vote for Breakwell, a guy who says $20 won't buy you a Mercedes, so I'd rather take on a mountain of credit card debt, vote for 60. You're going to have to think about it, James. I don't mean to go too fast. If you want to vote for Steve and life and happiness and being spry and agile at the dinner table, baby, vote 82. And if you want to throw your vote away, wait, I think I already said 60, but you can add to that by voting 87. Another one is in the books, which means Breakwell finally ran out of steam and we can draw this thing to a close. But if you want to hear more of him and see more of my bored facial expressions, tune in next week. But until then, thanks for watching and thanks for listening, everybody. And remember, as always, 2 wrongs can make a right.